Okay, welcome everybody. This is Judy's party, and we're doing our live demo. This is my most favorite part of the party because it makes it seem more party-like, I guess. And it's just kind of like what I'm used to from years and years and years of doing in-person parties and doing demos to show you the tools. That's what tonight is all about. So I'm going to be doing what I call a chicken your way, which, by the way, I need to get my grill going. Let me get that started here real quick, just so that it can preheat while we're talking. I'm going to be doing what's called chicken your way. This is something I did a lot when my kids were little, because if you guys remember, when you have picky eaters in your house, one person wants something Mexican flavored and one wants Italian flavored, and like nobody can agree on the flavors. So with this, what I do, this chicken your way, everybody can pick their own flavor. They can flavor up their chicken breast however they want, and everybody is happy. So anyway, I don't have to do that so much now that it's just my husband and I who'll eat anything I give them. But if you have picky eaters, this is a really, really good recipe. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to put a salad together and pretty much cut up everything with the cup slicer. I think you guys have seen this before, but usually I'm cutting strawberries or something with it. And I thought it'd be fun for you guys to see some savory things that you can do with it as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move the camera down so you can see what we're doing. Just want to give you a better shot of what we're doing. So for starters, I'm going to take this chicken breast and I'm going to do a horizontal cut on it. And basically, now this isn't one of the like largest chicken breasts I've seen, but have you guys noticed how fat chicken breasts are these days? I mean, they're like a pound a piece. I mean, I don't know if that's like in your area or if that's just a Colorado thing, but sometimes I bought chicken breasts that are a pound a piece and it's ridiculous. I'm like, what is that
Yeah,
chicken?
they're huge.
Yeah, like what does that chicken even look like walking around with boobies that big, right? So anyway, so what I have found is that, and again, Judy will appreciate this because she knows my mom. When my mom was teaching me how to cook and like, how do you plan for, how many people are eating, whatever, she used to always say, if you're doing a boneless chicken breast, like a chicken breast per person. And like that worked back in the day when chicken breasts were like, I don't know, a quarter of a pound, maybe a third of a pound each. And that was like a great portion. But now that they're like a pound a piece, that's ridiculous. So my favorite thing to do with these big fat chicken breasts is to use this thing called the close and cut. I don't know if you guys can see well enough from the camera, but these panels are springy so that no matter what you put inside of it, it will allow you to take a knife and go right through the middle and do a nice horizontal cut. So when you get the close and cut set, you're also going to get this chef's knife, which you'll use like for everything in your kitchen, but you definitely need a knife big enough to go all the way through. You don't want it to be like so small that it's only going halfway through. So put your big fat chicken breast in here. I kind of rest my knife on the side like you can see here, and then push down so that everything is centered. And then when you kind of saw through, you end up with two portions of chicken, and look at how much better that is. They're thinner, it's a much better portion, and of course they're going to cook faster as well. So anyway, have you guys seen this close and cut? Is this a new tool or something you've seen before in the parties?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so the other thing, a couple other things that I use this for is cherry tomatoes. Normally if you're doing a salad, and I'm going to use a different tool, but like instead of cutting them like one by one, cutting them in half, you could do like a whole cup of cherry tomatoes and just zoop, and then they just cut them right in half.
Mhm.
I do grapes the same way. Like I have a chicken salad recipe that I do grapes in here as well. I've even cut bagels in here. So kind of anything that you need to kind of do a horizontal cut, this is going to do great for you. So with those chicken breasts cut like that, then I'm going to put them on my griddle. So this is the electric grill and griddle from Pampered Chef. And what I like about it and why it's like kind of my speed, fast way to cook, especially chicken, is it has a lid in the bottom. You're going to put your food in the middle, but it's getting heat from the bottom and from the top. So you can see how it's like cooking twice as fast. Like if you were to put this like on your outdoor grill, you're only going to get heat from the bottom, and then you have to flip the chicken halfway through, right? But with this, you can go ahead and you put your chicken in there and it's going to be cooking from the bottom and from the top. No need to flip it. It's going to cook twice as fast. And when you have these nice thin chicken breasts like we do here, they're going to cook literally like in 2 or 3 minutes. It's going to be like crazy fast. So my grill is still heating, but as soon as it's hot, I'm going to put these on here. And then, as I said, the chicken your way is you can pick whatever flavor you want. So Pampered Chef, this isn't even all of them, but Pampered Chef has a huge collection of pantry items. And Noreen and Judy, you guys both have the Taste Bud subscription. So you guys have had a chance
Mhm.
to try some. What are some of your
Mhm.
favorite seasonings?
I like the slow cooker,
Urban
the
onion?
it's not urban onion, it's like starts with a C.
Oh, the carnitas. Have you
Yeah,
tried the
that's it.
carnitas?
Oh my
Oh my goodness.
God. I did a pork roast and it turned
Yes.
out really, really good with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That is one of my favorites. So yeah. And then, with your taste bud subscription, if there's one that you like and you're starting to run out, you can order that to get a refill, not a refill, just get a new jar of it, and it will ship with your taste buds order, and there's no shipping on it. So instead of like calling me to place an order and paying shipping, you can do it with your taste buds and get the refill with no shipping. So keep
Okay.
that in mind. So good. Judy, have you come across a favorite?
I like there's like two different barbecue ones, the Southwest something or other, and I forget
Yep.
what the other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a Southwest seasoning, like I put like into anything Mexican. There's an everything taco, which is like your taco meat
yeah,
seasoning. And then I think the other two you're referring to, there's a smoky applewood,
that's the one. Yeah,
which I'll mix that with other things because it makes it taste like no matter what it is, it makes it taste like it was like on a smoker, like for hours and hours and hours when it
yeah,
literally was like microwaved or whatever.
yeah,
So, and then I also like the what is it, the barbecue seasoning. I have that one here too as well. I forget, the smoky barbecue is another good
yeah.
one. So okay.
Yes.
So my grill is hot. So we're gonna go ahead and add the chicken, and you don't need the grill plates. Let me turn this up so you can see it. Hopefully you can see well enough from where you are. The grill plates on here are a non-stick. So you can add oil if you want, because sometimes it makes the seasoning stick a little bit better, but I'm all about like how quick and easy can I throw dinner together. So I'm not even messing with it. I just throw like my burgers or my chicken breasts or my steaks or whatever I'm doing right on, and then I'm going to just sprinkle with some seasoning. So that's how fast you can do it. But the plates are non-stick, so you really don't have to add oil, but you can. When it comes time for cleanup, they go in the dishwasher, so it's really, really easy to clean up as well. So let me get these on the grill.
I'm
And
really glad you're demoing that since that's what I'm gonna buy.
yes,
That's
I
what
love
I would do.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've got my chicken breasts on there. I don't know, what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna do garlic and herb. It's just kind of a good generic one. My family loves it. And I'm pretty generous with this. I'm gonna really cover it. And then I'm gonna close the lid. And that's gonna go ahead and grill. And like I said, literally as thin as those are, 2-3 minutes, and that's done. So I mean, if that is all you're doing for dinner or whatever, dinner is done pretty darn quick. So let me get rid of this stuff. And then the other thing with that griddle, just so you guys know, since it's hot, I'm not going to kind of put it through all its motions, but as we talked about, it's grilling right now closed, but you can also open that up so that you have like kind of two cooking surfaces. Like I put the griddle plates on like for breakfast, and I'll do like pancakes and eggs or French toast or whatever. And then you kind of have two cooking surfaces as well. So really handy for doing all of that. So, okay. So now to go with my chicken, because basically you guys are getting to see me cook dinner tonight, is I'm going to make a salad, and it's going to be quick and easy. A couple of things that I wanted to show you, especially with summertime and trying to keep food cool. We have two different sets of insulated bowls, and everybody kind of gets confused by the difference of these. So I thought I would take you through them. There's a set of white insulated bowls, and these, in terms of the bowl on both of these, the bowl is pretty much the same. The difference is the lid. And so there's the white set, and then there's this set that's blue, and these are called on the go. So with these, they're basically like a Yeti bowl. So it's going to keep hot food hot. It's going to keep cold food cold. So really handy. I use these year round. Love these for, like I said, in the summer, if I've made a salad, I'm going to, kind of chill the bowl after I make my salad, maybe put it back in the refrigerator so that then when I go and pull it out or take it to a picnic or whatever, it's going to stay cold for a couple of hours. Or by the same token, maybe like, I don't know, at Thanksgiving, you got your mashed potatoes done, but it's not time to serve yet. Throw your mashed potatoes in here, and they're going to stay hot for a couple of hours. So while you get everything else ready, your potatoes can sit there and stay hot, and then they're ready to serve, when you're ready to serve. So you can use them hot or cold. The white set is kind of more for you to use at home, and it's a pretty entertaining piece. The lid just sets on top. It's not going to lock or whatever. Where these bowls differ is the lid. And the lid actually has a vent on it. But then like when you close that vent, it locks the lid on. And so the reason they're called on the go is if you were to take, let's say you put your salad in here, and then you put it in your car and you're driving to the whatever picnic you're going to, and you slam on the brakes and the bowl goes rolling across your car, the lid is going to stay on and you're not going to have a big old mess in your car. If you were to do that with this, the lid would come right off. So if you travel a lot with your food, whether you take food to potlucks or you go to picnics or you take food to people or whatever, I definitely recommend the on the go. If it's just for entertaining in your home or just for keeping food hot while you're waiting for people to, come to dinner or whatever, this would be the one you want. And somebody's asking a question. I have to put on my glasses if I'm going to read.
Kay wants to know if you can put them in the oven, the bowls.
No, what I do to heat it up, like if you wanted to heat it before you put your food in, I fill it with some hot water and then that heats up the bowl, and then, dump out the water, and then you can add whatever you want to it so that it kind of preheats it so that it's going to keep food hot longer, but they don't go in the oven. They definitely don't go in the microwave because they're metal. They don't go in the dishwasher, but they do go in the refrigerator. So that's kind of like the only place. So, okay, let me check on our chicken. Oh my goodness, look at this. These look so good. Actually, I think we're going to give it, whoops, my plate's kind of got a little wonky here. It turned off on me. Let me get it started again. There's a timer on it, and for the grill, it's a real short time, and it had already ended its time before me catching it. So I'm going to turn it back on just to go ahead and let it finish and get a few more grill marks on it. So, okay, so on the go bowl. So I'm going to go ahead. There's a couple different sizes in both of these collections so that you can kind of get just the right size you want. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how quick and easy, whoops, you can see how tight that is. I can't even get it. You have to basically unlock it. You see how the vent is open, and then that way the lid comes off. And we're going to go ahead, and I'm making just a spinach salad tonight. So quick and easy. And if you notice in my package of spinach, I have lettuce in here. I have a paper towel in here. I don't know if you guys know this trick or not, but if you put lettuce, I keep saying lettuce, if you put a paper towel in with your spinach leaves or any of your, that looks like enough for two, any of your greens. So like whether you buy like the arugula or the power mix or anything like that, moisture is what causes everything to decline really, really fast. So when you buy the package, it looks all pretty because it's got some preservatives and stuff in it. But as soon as you open it, they tend to decay right away. So what I do is as soon as I open the package and take out my first little bit, I then take paper towels and I put them in there. And you notice I have one in the bottom. I kind of put one in the middle, and then I'll put one on top as well. And this way, my greens will stay like this box of greens already. I probably have had this over a week, and they are just as fresh as can be. So if you guys
I've
don't
tried
know
that. That actually works.
yeah, good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really does. So put some paper towel in there. It will keep your greens fresher a whole lot longer. So, okay, so we've got that. And then we're going to go ahead and add some mushrooms, and we're going to do some cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to do a hard boiled egg. And all of this can be cut with our cup slicer. So this little fun tool, you guys might have seen it with strawberries. I have that video in the party, but these are blades on the bottom. So anything, now it's not going to cut hard carrots and onions and things like that, but your softer things. So strawberries, kiwi, grapes, bananas, those are kind of my go-to for softer fruits. For vegetables, what you're going to see today, mushrooms, you can do olives, cherry tomatoes. I'm going to do a hard-boiled egg. You could even do a cucumber or a zucchini, but I wouldn't go much harder than that. And all you're going to do is take whatever you're slicing, and you just kind of push down on it. And as you're cutting, as you can see, it kind of fills your cup. And again, I'm kind of being anal, but you don't even have to stand them up. So the cup is full, right? And then you just dump that into whatever you're doing. And you notice that last little bit does not come through. Now you don't want to put your fingers down there because that's a sharp blade. So what I do is I just kind of push it right back into the little cap. This comes with it to protect the blade so you're not cutting yourself. And then you notice everything comes out. So there's our mushrooms. We're going to do the same with cherry tomatoes. Now these tend to be a little squirty, so I kind of go slow with them. Everything else I'm kind of fast, but these have a tendency to squirt a little bit. So I'm going to just go a little bit slower. But just so you can see, and I'm not going to pour these into the bowl because I really want you to see, look at how nicely this, whoops, I always forget that last little bit. Got to give it that last push. But look at how it slices these cherry tomatoes, and it really didn't squish them. So you can get some really nice slice. So this is nice if you wanted to add tomatoes to some sauce, or you're putting it in your salad or whatever, but really handy tool for that. And then last but not least, we're going to slice a hard-boiled egg. And I hope this one's cooked right. I just cooked it and I haven't looked at it, but cut that right in half and give it that last little push. And voila, there's our salad. Quick and easy. And how fun was that? And just think, if you have kids or grandkids that like to help you, how they would have fun putting that little salad together. And you know what? They might even eat it because they helped with it, right? So anyway, there's our salad. Ready, done. Let me check on our chicken. I think it's about done. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. Let me grab my cutting board and I'll bring this over so you can see it. Okay, so we have our chicken done, and look at, you get those nice grill marks on it, just as if you'd done it outside. Doesn't that look yummy? And it is juicy and delicious, and it cooked. I actually probably let it cook even longer than it needed to because I wasn't paying attention, but it would have been done like in no time at all. So really in what, 10, 15 minutes, and I've been yakking at you guys, I have a dinner done. So isn't that like quick and easy? And it's, just a very simple meal. I'm not even following a recipe, but it's a really delicious meal. So questions on any of that?
Nope.
Okay, good. Well, I'm getting hungry. I can't wait for my husband to come home because this is what we're eating. But in the meantime, you guys probably have already had dinner, right? What did you guys all have for dinner tonight?
I didn't eat. I was busy painting.
Oh, well, hopefully now you're going to have dinner. So anyway,
I'm gonna have
okay.
dinner. You're making me hungry.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, okay. So Kay had asked about a couple of tools. So I do want to show these. This is the smooth edge can opener. And what's really unique about it is, instead of a blade like most can openers have right here, there's just some mechanism in here, and I don't even know what it is. I just call it Pampered Chef magic, that it basically cuts the seal on the can. So instead of cutting through the metal and giving you a sharp edge, it's basically breaking the seal here so that the lid comes off, and then the lid and the can are smooth to the touch. So really, really safe to have in your kitchen. And I'm going to do a quick little demo. Hopefully you can see what we got going here. So basically you slide this on like this. You want to make sure it just kind of catches that little knob thing that's hanging down there. And then just twist the handle. And if you can hold the can like this, you got it on there right. That's all that you're looking to do. And you're going to turn the handle until you kind of hear a click. I don't know if you guys could hear that. And also the pressure kind of releases, and then go backwards, and that releases the can. Now, I don't know if you guys can see well enough, but I'm going to show you this can. It doesn't even look like I cut it. I don't know if you can see that well enough from the camera, but you can see there's no cut in the top. Doesn't even really look like I opened it. And what you're going to do to get the lid off is, it's got, trying to get this in the right angle here for you guys. It's got like this little bird beak looking thing right here on the side. And your thumb over here makes that little bird beak go. Can you guys see that well enough from what I'm doing? Here's the little bird beak. Okay.
Yeah.
Put that on the rim of your can and pinch with your thumb. And then when you lift up, the can comes off, the lid comes off, and the can and the lid are smooth to the touch. No cut fingers.
Cool.
So pretty slick. So I love the can opener. I'm glad you asked, Kay, because it really is. You got to have a can opener in your kitchen, right? I don't care whether you cook or not. You got to have a can opener, and you might as well have a safe one. And that's what I really like about it. So anyway, good. Okay. So Kay, then the other thing that you asked about was the milk frother. And this is getting a ton of use in my kitchen right now. I got this in my kitchen back in February, and I probably have used it at least once, if not twice a day, every day since then. So what it is it's got a little whiskey thing in there. I'm hoping to get the camera right. That froths up your milk. And it has a couple of different settings. So I have to have it plugged in, and I don't have power on my island here, but you just push this little arrow button here, and there is high foam, low foam, steamed milk, and then it has like a little, like a snowflake for cold foam. And so you just pick your setting, put your milk in here, and you can do enough for like one, even up to like 2 or 3 servings of coffee. And I'm going to go ahead and put some milk in here real quick and get this going. So I'm going to do just like for one. So I'm going to do about 1/4 of a cup, and there is a mark in the bottom for that. So just put your milk in. You really don't need the lid for how little I'm doing, but there is a lid. I'm going to put that on, and then we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And I'm going to do high foam and push the button. Okay, so it has a little stand that you plug in. So you just set it on that, pick your setting and push the button, and it'll take just a couple of minutes for it to froth. And then I'll show you that foam that you get. So basically it allows you to make your own cappuccinos and lattes and anything like that. And kind of the difference between high foam and low foam is if you're a barista at Starbucks, you would probably know the difference. For me, it's more just my personal preference. Do I want like a lot of foam to drink my coffee through, or do I want it less? So anyway, and it's kind of like the mouthfeel, like what do you like? But it really smooths out your cream or your milk or whatever you're doing. You can use any kind of milk, coconut milk, almond milk, oat milk, 2% milk, whole milk, half and half, heavy cream. You can do whatever you like, and it foams up beautifully. And so you have the 2 foam settings, and then there's also a steamed milk setting. So if you don't want the foam, you just want like, to warm your creamer, so you're not putting cold cream into your coffee, you can do that. Or you can make like hot chocolate with it. So you can steam the milk and then add your cocoa mix or whatever and have hot chocolate. So it's not even just for creamer type stuff. And then cold foam obviously is for all your cold drinks if you do cold brew or whatever like that. So anyway, it is done. I think that was fast. I was not expecting to be done that fast, but let me grab a clear cup so you can see what it's doing. So I did 1/3 of a cup of milk, and you can kind of see, can you see the steam coming out? I don't know. I don't have that right camera angle. But anyway, watch this. This is high foam. So you get, look at this. Is that not delicious? And so you get, again, if you do low foam, you get a little bit more just like steamed milk to mix with your coffee and then the foam on top. With this being high foam, you got like almost all foam. So anyway, but and again, I hope you guys can see, look at that, how nice and thick that is. It is like so good. And then if you wanted to, with that, like I did just milk, but Pampered Chef sells some syrups. So like this is the brown sugar syrup. There's a cherry almond syrup that you can add to that, like when you're doing it, or you could even put like chocolate syrup in there. Like if you wanted to make a mocha, you can add chocolate syrup to your milk and then foam it and then put that on top of your coffee, and that makes like a mocha like you would get at Starbucks. Or you can add this. So I add this right to the milk and let it all froth together, and then you have all that sweet yumminess that goes into your coffee. My refrigerator was yelling at me because I didn't close it. So Kay, does that answer your questions on and again, I got to put on my glasses. So
What's the most ounces of milk you can put in it?
Let me see if I can read what that is. I would say it's probably 3/4 of a cup or so. I think you could do, and I think you can put, and let me answer this question even better. You can put more milk in if you're only steaming it or going low foam. So you're actually more limited. If you're going high foam, you have to put less in because obviously it expands more. Does that make sense? So
yes.
Anyway, okay. So questions on any of that, or again, any tools that you have that you need a little lesson on, or maybe something you're curious about and you need to know a little bit about it before you make a purchase?
I'm good. I'm glad you showed that.
Good. I'm glad. Everything is so fun. And that's why I really think, again, to see it in action is like a whole lot different than just looking at it in the catalog. And that's why I love to do these live demos for you guys.
I have to tell you, I've already gone on YouTube and I put in, like when I had trouble using that apple peeler when I first got it, I went on YouTube. They have some videos too with Pampered Chef stuff on too.
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube has everything. I even have it. You can look me up on YouTube. I have a bunch of stuff as well too. So
yeah, actually like your videos are really nice. Yeah.
Oh, good. Thanks. So Kay, this comes with it. So you plug this in and then the frother sits on this, and that's what makes it work. So it's not on a burner on your stove or anything like that. It all comes together in this unit. So Okay. Any other questions?
Stop
Oh,
yawning,
cleaning.
Judy.
Oh, so okay.
know.
There's a couple things you can do. I just so it has this little whisk inside, so I take that off and rinse it, and then I just rinse with hot water and set it to dry. I have seen consultants, and we're going to do it together. I've never done it this way. They'll just put some soapy water in here and turn it on again. So let's do that real quick, just for fun. I'm going to rinse it just a little bit to get some of that milk out of there. But I put a little bit of water in there and I put a dab of dish soap, and now we're going to turn it on and let it do its thing, and that's going to clean it. So that's another way you can do it. Where's my lid? I lost my lid. Oh, right here. Okay, I'm just going to do the steam set. Actually, I'm going to do low foam. Okay, so for cleaning, I'm going to do low foam, and we're going to see what it does. So that's just a tip I heard from another consultant recently. Even though I just rinse it out and, take like my soapy dishcloth. So because it's electrical, especially in the bottom, that's where the connection is. You don't want to submerge it in water. But if you just take like your dishcloth and just kind of rinse it out, that's really all you need to do to clean. So, okay. Any other questions? I always get, this is, see if you can trip up your consultant. See if you can ask a question I can't answer. Okay, so real quick, want to go through a couple of specials with you guys. So Noreen and Judy are already Taste Buds subscribers. So actually I'm kind of directing this more towards Kay or those that are listening to the recording. I did want to let you know that our Taste Buds subscriptions are on sale this month. And I think you guys, Judy and Noreen, actually took advantage of a sale when you started your subscription. But what the subscription service is basically your answer to What's for Dinner, where every month you get 3 seasoning packets, and they're about, half a bottle or so of our regular seasonings, and you get recipes to go with it. And so there's a recipe for, kind of the main recipe to go with the seasoning. But if you don't like the recipe or to use the leftovers, there are all kinds of other things that you can do with the seasoning. So it gives you a lot of ideas. But there's generally enough to make the recipe twice, or again, make it once and then do something else with the leftover seasoning. So has there been a favorite recipe? I know Noreen had mentioned the carnitas. Is there a recipe that stands out to you guys that you really liked?
I like the shrimp scampi, the scampi one.
Oh yeah, I love that scampi mix. So the whole idea behind it is we all struggle with what's for dinner. So it's kind of nice to have 3 recipes presented to you. Make your grocery list. You still have to buy the other ingredients, but the recipe, the seasoning is there, the inspiration is there. And I also find there's like a little cooking lesson included. Sometimes there's tips or tricks on what you're cooking and how to cook it. There's always variations. So if you don't like the recipe, or like it's a seafood recipe, but you don't like seafood, it gives you tips for making it with chicken or beef or pork or vegetables or whatever. So you always have all those variations. And so this comes to you, you can have a month-to-month subscription, but what I recommend is either the 3-month or the 6-month, because you'll save money with the longer subscription. Plus, it gives you just a better opportunity to try it out, see what you think. But with any subscription, if you decide it's not for you, or you're not using it, or it doesn't suit your family or whatever, you can always cancel. So don't feel like you're, stuck into something forever and ever and ever. But
Kristin, when the subscription runs out, the 6 months runs out, will they let you know that, or?
Yes, you will get an email that lets you know that it's about to renew, and then you can automatically let it renew, or you can stop it if you so desire. So,
Okay.
and you can also manage your subscription through the website. So if you just log in and go to your account, you have access to your subscription. And even if you decided like now, like, oh, I don't think I want it to renew, you can cancel it. The whole rest of your subscription will still ship, but then it won't auto renew. So,
Okay.
Kay wanted to know if you have the guac chili bowl one.
Say that again.
Guac, Guac, I think, chili bowl.
So we have a guacamole seasoning mix. Is that what let me see if I can pull up the comments here real quick.
Yeah, she had another question after that too.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know there's questions. Let's see. No, we don't. So a bowl to put the guacamole in, the silicone bowls. Do you have the, let me
It
show
keeps
you
the
those.
block cool. Yeah.
So what I would recommend for that is you could, depending on the size, you could put it in one of these bowls, you know, chill the bowl and then put your guacamole in here and it's going to keep it cold. We also have the cool and serve bowls, and they have an ice pack that goes in the bottom and then your guacamole in a bowl on top of that. So that is fine. And oh, the Iron Pigs, is that a baseball team? It sounds like. So anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you could do any of those for your, you know, guacamole or any dip to keep it cold. But then, let's see. Oh, the guacamole chill. Okay, so I think I would say probably the thing I use the most would be the cool and serve bowl, just because I like the ice pack on the bottom and it keeps the food cold longer. But you had mentioned the silicone bowls. Let me show those. I think this is what you're talking about. Is this what you're talking about on the silicone bowls? So these are not for chilling, but you could use them for whatever. So this would not be something that you would use like for chilling. This is more for cooking. But these have, they do have measure markings on them, but I think the measure markings are hard to see. So I wouldn't buy it necessarily as a measuring tool. But I like these for in the microwave because if you're melting butter or chocolate or things like that, they don't get hot. You can easily pull it out of the microwave. But I like that they have the little pour spout and you can easily, you know, drizzle chocolate or pour butter into whatever you're doing. But I also use them like for watering plants because you can get like right into the planter a whole lot better with it. You get a 1 cup and a 2 cup and a 3 cup all in the set. And then they all come with lids, so you can use them for storage as well. So I think that's, yes, they do have lids. So they do have lids on all 3 sizes. And then you can use those for storage, you know, in your refrigerator, freezer, you know, whatever you need to do. So
Noreen, that'll be good for that chocolate candy you make.
Yeah.
yeah, I say, especially too, like if you use like a glass bowl or something that gets really hot, it's nice that this would not get hot, you know, in your hands when you're pulling it out of the microwave.
And then you could store the chocolate if you didn't use it all. It'd be a way of
Exactly. Yeah.
storing.
And then just pop it back in the microwave when you're ready to make another batch or whatever. So anyway,
Yeah.
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 So Kay says they look bigger. They look bigger than the catalog. But in terms of size, like I said, that's the biggest one. But as I said, 3 cup, 2 cup, and 1 cup. I'll kind of hold them all.
I love those silicone bags I got. Oh my gosh, those are so nice.
Yeah, those are nice. And I use those a lot, like for marinating meat and stuff in the summertime, you know, for grilling and all. That large
I've been
one is,
taking my stuff to lunch in it and you can microwave in them and everything.
yeah. And I'll show you what she's talking about. These are a couple different sizes. These, and so it's just a reusable baggie. So instead of baggies and throwing them away, they have a really nice tight zipper on them. So they're going to keep your food really fresh, whether it's, you know,
They're
taking it to
they're
lunch,
really easy.
storing in your refrigerator, and they're dishwasher safe. So when it comes time for cleaning, I turn it inside out and then I throw it in the dishwasher and it gets really clean. So super nice.
And you put that on, have that go in with the dry cycle on?
Yeah.
When it gets hot?
Yeah, they're
Okay, good.
silicone, they're heat resistant. So throw them in your dishwasher. You know, and again, and also too, like you can,
Microwave right in them too.
yeah, you can microwave right in them. I have a recipe that's at my website for a shrimp boil, and you can do like shrimp and potatoes and corn on the cob and sausage and throw it in the bag with some butter and then throw that right into your microwave. And you've got dinner right out of the bag. So, or again, if you're taking something for lunch and you need to heat it up, do it right in the bag.
Yeah.
So
I took
super.
scrambled eggs the other day, a leftover omelet, and I put it in the bag and took it to work. Heated it right in the microwave, dumped it out on the plate and ate it. It was delicious.
Perfect. I'd love to hear how you guys use stuff because, again, I don't go to work, so I wouldn't think about doing that. But what a great idea! And I'm certainly going to share that now with other people. I love it.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
okay. Any other questions? Okay, then real quick, I'm just going to remind you guys we have a big sale going on. All these items are 20% off. This sale ends the 12th. So if you guys want to take advantage of this, you will need to get your order placed by the 12th. If you want to look at this a little bit closer, in the party, if you go to like what's new or something about July, what's happening in July, I forget the topic button total, but something in July. If you click in there, that would have all the specials. So you could get a closer look at all the items that are there. The mix and pour for the salad dressing. Yes, I do. If I can reach it.
Stretch.
I was gonna say, I don't have it in use right now. This is the mix and pour. So it's got recipes right on the bottle. So you can make a vinaigrette or like a ranch or creamy ranch dressing right from
Just
the
used
bottle.
that the other day. I made a lemon vinaigrette with the fresh lemons.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah.
Really came out really good, and it was so nice because once you shake it up, you just pop that lid open and you can pour it and then put it in the refrigerator right from that, and you're done. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yep. So this
How
is the
much?
way the lid works. This is open and it drizzles onto your food, or you can lock it, close it and put it in your refrigerator. So
How much can you put in that? What's the ounces or what?
'It's
15
pretty big.
ounces.
15 ounces? Well,
15 ounces. So almost 2 cups.
For me, I made a really little amount, but it didn't matter because I
Right.
made the lemon vinaigrette just a little amount for me. Left it in there, but it was a big jar, but it pours so nice out of there.
Yeah. And then again, when it's sealed and you're going to keep it in your refrigerator, so it's okay to make that bigger batch. So
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good. So anyway, so check these out. Like I said, I think it's like what's happening in July or something. I forget the topic button, but you'll see the sale. And then also let you guys know, with your orders, with a $90 order, you get a choice of a free gift, and it's either the My Safe cutter. So this is handy if you got kids or grandkids that are helping you in the kitchen. It's a serrated knife, but it's not going to cut them, but they actually could cut through chicken or like a hot dog or fruits or vegetables or things like that. So that's the My Safe cutter. Or the dual-sided cleaning brush. So you kind of have your brush for cleaning, or again, like your cup slicer, if you needed to clean into the blades or whatever, this would be really handy. And then the other side is this little pointy thing. And I use that for who knows what, like in my kitchen, when you got to get some gunk out from like around your sink or whatever, it's really handy for that. So that's another choice. And for some reason I have misplaced mine. It's the skinny scraper. So it's flat like this, but it's only about half the size. So it's the little skinny scraper. You would get your choice of one of these 3 with a $90 order. With a $150 order, you get free shipping. Noreen, as the past host, you get to choose one item at 40% off, everything else at 10% off.
I'm
as
getting,
the past
I'm
host.
getting the griddle.
Oh, good.
I'm getting the griddle.
Yeah, good. That's a steal for you. And
That's
certainly
40% off.
Yeah, and helps Judy with her party. And then Judy, you're getting all kinds of big discounts because I know you've hosted before, so And Kay, if you decide you'd like to do a party, I'd love to help you out as well, because it's just a great way to get discounts on everything. So, if you want to do something now, or maybe think about doing something in the fall with the holidays or whatever, either way, I'd love to help you out. So, anyway, okay, well, let me read one more thing. Kristin, yes, I am 2 hours earlier than you, but call me anytime. And I'll text you my phone number, or you have my phone number because I've been texting you. You can call me anytime tomorrow or Friday. I'd be available to take your call. So I'd be happy to help. So.
And when's my party close again?
So I have it set right now to close on Sunday, but always, if you need some more time, that's a-okay with me.
Okay.
So,
And one last thing.
sure.
I have a friend who doesn't have Facebook. Can this video be sent to me by text or whatever, and I mail it to her or whatever?
Yes, I will have a recording and I'll have a link and I'll send you the link. I can send you the link and then you can share that or post it on Facebook or share, individually with people. That would be fine.
I think my friend would like the frother.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give you the link to the video and then you can share that as well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, it's so good to see you girls. Thank you for joining tonight. I get to do my favorite thing, which is share Pampered Chef, and I just love seeing you guys and connecting with you. So you guys have a good evening.
You do such a nice job, Kristin. You really do.
Oh, thanks. And if you guys have any other questions, just, text me back from, the messages you're getting from me, or drop them in the party, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Good. Bye, everybody. And Kay, I hope your team wins.
Bye-bye.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your dinner.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's going to be yummy. Thanks, Judy. Bye.